Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to make a container garden, and I'm going to share with you all because I think you will also get inspired in making such kind of arrangements, because they look not only eye-catching but also they provide much what to say, satisfaction after you can see the mature plants when they will grow up. So at first I'm going to give you a brief idea how the combination will look like, because I need to fix something. I live in a very what to say, where in this time of the year we get frequent storms known as Kal Baishakhi or nor'westers. So due to that storm, many of the plants are getting disturbed. So here, if I go at first, let me show you these flowers. You can see this hibiscus, beautiful, and there are more hibiscus as well. Here is one rose of Sharon, and others are also there. You can see there this color of hibiscus, and others were already plucked. So this will be the color combination, this thing, and I need to first stake everything over here. So at first let me stake. So here I have a stick with me. You can take any. So this will also be a video. It is actually a vlog type video, because I'm making so many things in it. So you can see this is happened due to the storm, and you can see this look beautiful. So what I'm going to do is, just with the help of this stick, I'm just going to make it stand like that, and it's good to go. And I think this combination of color, this one with that pink yellow, if I look from this side, this pink and yellow, they look amazing, isn't it? Except for that color at the back, you cannot differentiate the yellow because of that, but I think this both the colors look pretty with each other. So actually you will be seeing this color over there as well. So quite a bit. And so now let's head towards the pot. Here I have this pot with me. So here you can see in this pot I'm going to make one container garden, and here I have some, actually in this pot there was some winter flowering plants, and I know that the soil combination in it, because I have already prepared it. So at first these are weeds that have grown by themselves. Just going to remove everything from here. Now I'm telling you that I am a kind of what to say, new in this topic, that is container gardening. So actually this is done with matured plants, but now in this time of the year where I will get the matured plants, isn't it? So I'm not using any mature plants, I'm using baby plants only. And they will even, and not only plants, I will grow cuttings also as in this container garden. So eventually when they will grow, I think I will get success. If I don't get, I also, because it is totally a new thing for me and totally a fun experiment, and we can do that, isn't it? So if it doesn't look good also, means much prettier, but the plants will be there, and we need some space for the plants to grow, isn't it? So the plants will grow, that is for sure, but this style of gardening is only done because they look much prettier, organized, isn't it? So instead of in this such kind of larger pot, instead of tucking in one plant, I will plant a number of plants of number of colors, so they will look eventually more beautiful, isn't it? So at first you can see the soil combination. Now if you are using new potting mix, how can you make that? Because we do not get ready-made potting mix. In some places you may get, but where I stay, I do not get ready-made potting mix. So what I usually do is, I take one part of garden soil, one part of organic compost, and half to the part of soil I take sand, normal sand. Either sand means what I get, I use that. There is no restriction whether it will be white sand or means white sand we need more, because what to say, in case of that white sand, I think we need equal proportion of soil and that white sand, but I use that red colored sand, so that is half is enough. If you add more than that, I think the drainage system will be too much good, and that is also we do not want, because if the soil will dry immediately, you have to add water very frequently, so that we do not want. So now you can see my potting mix is very much good and ready to be planted. So now let me use the centerpiece at first. So in this kind of container garden, 3 layers are there. So at the one is the thriller, then is the filler, and then is the spiller. So you can use any plant you have, whatever that can spill, that will act as a spiller, whatever that can be a filler, that will fill, that will be a filler, and the one that will be you will use as a centerpiece, that will be your thriller. So let me give you some example of spiller at first. So this is a container garden with no filler or thriller, only spiller, and you can see how it's spilled. I cannot use this plant because I cannot afford to take the risk to lose this plant. I love this plant. This is Sweet Alyssum, which is blooming from last winter. So I totally appreciate this plant. I do not want to lose this plant. Actually there is 3 plants over here, this one, and over there, that one. So I do not want to take any risk in this case, but phlox will act as a filler. You can see how it has filled, and in case of centerpiece you can use dog flower, gladia, sunflower, and many others. So I think another video I will make where I will use a sunflower, because today that sunflower health is not so good, because you can see over there that is the plant is totally drooled down due to shortage of water. So now today let's come back to the topic. What I am going to use is, now as per I have decided, I am going to use this basil and this periwinkle. These are 2 plants that I will use as a centerpiece or the thriller. For the filler I am using these 2 marigold. You can see, although I do not know whether they will survive or not, because it is not their season. This one is celosia, that I will use as a filler as well, just for that color accent. And for the spiller I will talk to you later. At first let me plant these things. So I want this as a I want to cover this thing. Okay, so for that what I'm going to do is, at first let me just remove everything. At first I'm going to plant this basil. So you can see flower heads are forming in this basil. Can you see? So just I'm going to pinch this top layer. Basil not only is a good plant to grow, but also it looks very beautiful because of this the lush green color of the leaves as well. So, and the blooms also are very nice. I will let it bloom later, not now. So at the back I will dig a hole with my hand only. just going to place this plant over here. I'm just going to press it. So it will eventually grow and fill this whole space at the back. Next is my next centerpiece plant, or the thriller plant, is this periwinkle. This one I will also pinch the top because I want to make it much more bushier than it is actually is. So next, again, periwinkle will also give a nice tinge of green leaves. The lush green leaves are also amazing, but it will also give some color to the pot with the blooms, because the blooms are really amazing. So I'm done with the thriller plants. So they will grow eventually and they will fill this backspace entirely. Next is my filler plants. So I will use this like this, zigzag like this. I will use this like over here one plant, over this side another plant, and at the center I will use this celosia. So let me plant this. I think it will look good. So what is my plan actually is, you can see this this will give, I think, most probably purple colored blooms. So this purple will be carried out by this celosia. So this will be a color, means continuous color, and this one is a orangish yellow kind of color. So it will be, now I will choose my filler plants just like it will match everything. So I think most probably I will use 2 orange porcelain over here and 1 pink porcelain over here. So I think that will complete my entire, and maybe I will use 2 whites over the back as well. So let's see. So now I think I am done with the color combination. So you can see this pink color bloom over here. So I'm just going to dig a hole. You can see this is a cutting. So just I'm going to place this cutting over here, right, like this. I'm just going to press it down. And slightly I will use, as this is a spiller, I will just, you can see it is touching this pot. So it will grow eventually, and just I'm going to, you can see the flower over here. I think I'm just going to pinch it, because you can see this 3 will grow vigorously. For the sides, as I have told you, to match with this orange color, I am using this color. You can see. I think you can see the color. So it is very, I think, peachy orange color, and I think it will go well. So I'm just going to plant this over this side, and this is the same color as this one, the peachy orange. I'm going to plant it over this side, making equal distances. Now here you can see I have some white pearl string. You can see beautiful white. So what I'm going to do is, at the back of this marigold, I'm just going to dig a hole. I'm going to put it inside this hole, and I'm going to press it. I want that white color accent as well, because it will complete. It will look complete, isn't it? Here also in the same this side. So now I think everything looks all ultimately completed. But for the last part, as you saw that I have not added any extra fertilizer, so here I have some fertilizer, slow release fertilizer with me. What is this? So this granular black colored thing that you can see, this is nothing but this one, organic growth regulator. It is totally organic. It is having some humic fulvic acid and some zyme fertilizer, that is seaweed fertilizer, and many organic useful materials in it. This one, and another than this one you can see, this is mustard oil cake. You will get in any grocery store maybe, or some oil factory, something like that. You will get this thing. And the next is another thing that is dust form, that is wood ash. So these three I have mixed in some equal proportions, and I'm going to sprinkle this over the top layer of the soil randomly, because as there are so many plants, it will require a certain amount of nutrients, isn't it, to grow. And also it will require some energy to bloom as well. So just the top layer. And now if you are not going to mulch your plants, just add a layer of soil of the potting mix over this layer, or you can either leave it as well. But I am going to mulch it with leaf compost. So what actually this do, I have already told you in many of my videos. I like mulching my plants because it helps in suppression of weeds, and it also gives a darker appearance, and the plants will look much more good. So you will see the difference only by your own eyes in this video only. Just some handful of mulch. And I think I am good to go. Now if you see from here, I think it is looking much better without that than without that mulch thing. And it is also looking great. Now it's time for me to add water. I will water it now only in front of you only, but you can see the color. I want to show you a final how it will look like. So this one is having white blooms, but I will not let it bloom. It will act as a centerpiece like this green color only. This one is also will be a green color back wall, but it will also give some pink color, purplish pink colored flowers. So to continue that, I have used one celosia over here, and to come out from that pinkish nature, I have used some orangish red marigold. Next I have used is this one is a pink colored pearl strain, and these two are peachy orange colored pearl strain. So I think you can guess how it will look like. And at the back, just for to complete this pot, I've used some white pearl strands. So they will grow and they will also give a white color, and I think white color goes very well in with any color, isn't it? So now let's water this, and I think my work will be done. So if you are having ready-made organic fertilizer, you can add that eventually. You can add organic liquid fertilizer as well. You can skip that granular form fertilizer, as I have told you. If you do not have, you need to use that. But in that case, you have to apply time to time regular intervals of liquid fertilizer. That will be enough. Means every 2 weeks you need to add some fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. That much will be enough. So now I will keep this pot in shade for at least 2 to 3 days, and then I think all the plants will be stabilized in this pot, and then after 2 to 3 days I will keep it in full sunlight, because all the plants over here whatever you see are full sun loving plants. And I think after watering you can see the pot very decently, and the colors also. So I think this pot will look amazing in the upcoming season. I will give you updates, so please subscribe to my channel, and what to say, I will give you more updates on all the videos that I have made. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching.